Cleveland Guardians vs Tampa Bay Rays. There is a reason why Cleveland is on a 3-game losing streak, and that is because their offense has gone a bit quiet. Zach Littell has shown more of an ability to pitch well as he has more of a track record in the majors, but these teams are going to be relying on the bullpen. There is a significant difference in how these bullpens have been performing throughout the season, as the Guardians are first in the sport with a 2.69 reliever era, while the Rays are 24th in all of Major League Baseball with a 4.38 bullpen era up to this point. Tampa Bay was able to win despite only getting a singular hit in 16 attempts with runners in scoring position. Go with the Tampa Bay Rays to extend their winning streak to 3 games here. These starting pitchers have each pitched 2 games in July, and they are not doing well. Gavin Williams is 0-1 with a 4.82 ERA and a 1.50 WHIP in 9.1 innings, while Zach Littell is 1-1 with a 7.000 ERA and a .342 batting average against in 9.0 innings. When looking at how these teams have been pitching throughout July, these teams are not doing too well. Cleveland ranks 26th in Major League Baseball with a 5.32 team ERA in their 10 games, while Tampa Bay is 17th in the sport with a 4.44 team ERA in their 9 games thus far. Go with over 7.5 runs in this game, as these teams can score runs. Texas Rangers vs Houston Astros. The Texas Rangers have been hitting at a decent level as they are 18th in the bigs with a .697 team ops, while averaging 4.34 runs per game thus far. The team has been unable to be threats on the bases as they air 22nd in MLB with 50 steals while being caught 13 times. Shortstop Corey Seager has been hitting well as he has a .837 LPs with 18 home runs, 48 RBIs, 43 runs scored and 1 steal without being caught. The Houston Astros have been doing incredibly well at the plate this season as they are 6th in the majors with a .746 team ops while scoring 4.83 runs per game up to this point. The team has been hitting for a lot of power as they are tied with the Boston Red Sox for 8th place with 109 total home runs. Designated hitter Yordan Alvarez has been hitting incredibly well as he has a .926 ops with 19 homers, 52 RBIs, 56 runs scored and 5 steals without being caught. Spencer Arrighetti has been struggling throughout the year when diving into his Baseball Savant page as he is in the 11th percentile in walk percentage, 22nd percentile in chase percentage, 37th percentile in hard hit percentage, and 38th percentile in ZERA. Arrighetti has a 6-pitch arsenal: fastball, curveball, cutter, sweeper, changeup, slider, and his heater has been getting hit the most as it has a .3331 batting average against with 5 homers. This will be his first career start against the Texas Rangers, so this will be a good test. Nathan Eovaldi has been pitching well according to his Baseball Savant page, as he is in the 85th percentile in chase percentage, 72nd percentile in whiff percentage, 68th percentile in whiff percentage, and 68th percentile in barrel percentage. He has 5 different pitches: fastball, splitter, curveball, cutter, slider, and his curveball has been getting hit the most as hitters have a .241 batting average and a .483 slugging percentage against it. Eovaldi faced the Astros once this season and lost as he went 6 innings and allowed 5 runs on 8 hits with 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. When diving into the offenses over the course of the last few weeks, they are dominating as the Rangers are scoring 6.21 runs in their last 14 games, while the Astros are averaging 5.23 runs in their previous 13 games. These teams are hitting well with runners in scoring position throughout the season as Texas is 9th in baseball with a .785 team ops in those situations, while Houston is 11th with a .775 team ops with runners in scoring position. Go with over 8.5 runs in this game as the better option. Kansas City Royals vs Boston Red Sox. Seth Lugo has been exceptional this season with a 2.21 ERA and 110 strikeouts. His ability to dominate games gives the Royals a significant edge. At 110, Kansas City offers good value, indicating that sportsbooks consider them competitive in this matchup despite being on the road. This suggests they have a realistic chance of winning. Consider the Royals' performance against teams with similar records or in similar situations. If they have historically performed well as underdogs or in certain ballpark conditions. Ultimately, taking the Royals at 110 involves assessing their current form, the strength of their starting pitcher, and the potential for an upset based on historical trends and value in the odds. If you believe in their ability to capitalize on Seth Lugo's pitching and their recent momentum, betting on them could yield a favorable return on investment. Take Kansas City Royals to win. Kansas City Royals have an overall over-under record of 405.23. On the road specifically, they have a record of 172.63 against the over-under, suggesting they often play in lower-scoring games away from home. Secondly, the pitching matchup heavily favors a low-scoring affair. Seth Lugo, the Royals' ace, boasts an impressive 2.21 ERA and has been a consistent performer throughout the season. On the other side, Cutter Crawford of the Red Sox has a respectable 3.24 ERA, despite a modest win-loss record. His capability to navigate through innings effectively, combined with the pitcher-friendly dimensions of Fenway Park, particularly the challenging Green Monster, bodes well for minimizing scoring opportunities for both teams. Fenway Park's dimensions, especially that massive green wall, traditionally suppress scoring, turning potential home runs into doubles and requiring hitters to adjust their approach. Good pitching wins out here. Take the under 9.5 runs. Now, before we continue, I would like to welcome you to High Stakes. My name is Brian. I'd like to ask your support. First, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you never miss any of our daily betting videos. Second, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like. It really helps us reach more viewers. Now, before we dive in, for those interested in more premium betting tips and predictions, if our guidance has helped you win bets and increase your revenue, we would appreciate your support in growing this channel. Your assistance is vital in strengthening our presence on YouTube. Therefore, feel free to explore our Patreon tiers. You will find the link in the description and comment section below. Thank you. Atlanta Braves vs San Diego Padres. The Atlanta Braves come off a win yesterday against the San Diego Padres with a final score of 6-1. This would be the fifth win in the last 7 games for the Braves. Atlanta now readies for their 6th meeting versus the Padres this season. The San Diego Padres find another loss yesterday against the Atlanta Braves with a final score of 1-6. This would be the 5th loss in a row for the Padres and are desperate to break this losing streak, despite their lack of offense. Dylan Cease has given up 5 runs on 9 hits with 3 walks and 5 strikeouts in 4 innings for the Padres against the Braves in his career. Reynaldo Lopez has given up 2 runs on 5 hits with 1 walk and 4 strikeouts in 6.1 innings for the Braves versus the Padres in his career. The San Diego Padres are 2-8 as underdogs against the Braves at home. The Padres are struggling on offense recently and will not be given any favors against Reynaldo Lopez, who has been solid all season for the Braves. I am taking the Braves on the money line. The Padres this season have done amazing at the plate, ranking 2nd in batting average at .260, 2nd in strikeouts, and lead the league in runs. In their last 5 games, however, the Padres have a batting average of only .199. Without their offense, the Padres will struggle to win games as their pitching is lackluster with an ERA at 4.19, placing them 20th overall in the league. San Diego has averaged only 2 runs per game in their last 5 games. Yesterday, we saw Padres pitcher Matt Waldron fall apart in the 5th inning against the Braves, where he allowed 4 runs and 2 home runs before being pulled in the 8th inning. While this was a great example of the Braves taking advantage of poor pitching, on the season the Braves have not been winning with their offense, as they are 18th overall in batting average at .242 and 17th in runs. Rather, it would be their performance at the mound that has allowed them to win so many games. Atlanta is 2nd overall in ERA at 3.39, 5th in strikeouts, and leads the league in hits and home runs allowed. In their last 10 games, the Braves have an ERA of 2.50. The San Diego Padres have an over-under record of 3-7 in their last 10 games versus the Braves at home. The Atlanta Braves have an over-under record of 3.61 in their last 10 games. With the Padres only averaging 2 runs per game in their last 5 games going against a pitcher who only has an ERA of 1.71 this season. I do not believe the Padres will score many, if any, runs in this game, and I do not believe Dylan Cease himself will give that many runs either. This looks like a pitcher battle with a low scoring total. I am taking the under at 7.5 runs.